What's my ideal day? Well, first, me and Miss Lewinsky here would wake up and go on a walk and throughout the hills of Montana, um, just enjoying God's creation as Paul wrote about it in Exodus, and and just appreciating it. Then I would go back to my home, a quaint little log cabin, and and I know you remember I mentioned earlier, Mr. Raymond Stein. I would read some of his books, maybe a couple chapters out of the Face Snatchers, and and really remember why I'm awake, what this world has to offer me, and and then I'll go out. I will drive. I have a 1957 um, Chevrolet Model T, and I would take that down to the store. There's a nice man who owns the general store on the corner. His name it's not his fault. His name is Lee Harvey Oswald. His not who you're thinking about. Obviously a very unfortunate event with his family. They don't read books. And what are the chances that you would come up with that name again? But they did. So he's very sad. Lots of people hate him. But I go and I'll buy some trinkets from his store. He sells large caliber firearms, and we'll talk about. That's also not good for him with his name selling firearms, but and we'll talk about the day. He also reads not R.L. Stein's books, but his brother Frankenstein. He has starred in some motion pictures, and he watches a lot of those. So we really like watching those together. And my ideal day is I would go down to the homeless shelter and steal things from them. I am. It's hard to explain. I guess people call it an adrenaline junkie. I I do things that are just scary. I guess some people think that they need to live their life in a way that protects their life, but I try to end my life. But I do things like skydiving, uh, bungee jumping, bungee flying. It's kind of new. It's like bungee jumping out of an airplane. But the newest thing that I've discovered is literature, and I found that I can also get this kind of high, this adrenaline rush, if you will, from literature. And the my favorite author that I found so far is a man. I believe it's Raymond Leonard Stein. My newest adventure that I feel like I'm going on is in literature, and I've discovered an author who composes words. He paints with letters. He's touched my soul, and he's given me that rush that I've needed for so long, that I seek in all these other endeavors, and that that beauty and that fear, but that godliness. He put that into the body squeezers, and when the young lad in that book was confronted with these monsters that squeeze, I felt like I was that man. After I spend some time with the homeless, I on an ideal day, I would go down to the local skydiving place, have a couple jumps, have a couple drinks with them. They're good people. Then I like to go back to my home. I'm a homebody, really, and God, I just cannot get away from Goosebumps. I know you probably feel like that's all I'm talking about, but uh, a television network, the Nickelodeons, I believe it's called, made movies of Goosebumps, and I really like to watch those. I love Goosebumps. I was. You're asking me if I have a wife, girlfriend, significant other. I do not at the time know her name. Goosebumps. No, I ordered. It's legal. A mail order bride is legal. Okay, I can do that, and I did do that. So she's on her way. She's on her way. I got some stuff mixed up with the adoption agency, and they sent me a kid the first time, and the look in that child's eyes was when it knew that it was going to have a great life. That's what real joy is, and I saw it in that kid's eyes, and when I sent him back, because that's not what I ordered. It's awkward. It's like at a restaurant, and they send you like a real good pasta. You didn't order pasta. I mean, you like pasta, and you want pasta to have a good life, but you can't take care of a kid. So that was awkward. That was a very rough day in my life. I didn't so much as send him back. I left him at a golf course. There's very rich people at golf courses. So I left him there. But no, my wife is on the way. Hopefully.